Friends, hello, welcome back. Hopefully everyone is having a lovely day. So NHL EA here has released the new custom leagues feature, which I'm excited to get to try things out with. One of the first things we're going to do, and I'd love to hear you guys' suggestions. I always love hearing especially the franchise mode stuff, because I enjoy getting to create the teams, create the scenarios with franchise mode, going through the simulations. So if there's stuff you guys want to see, always feel free to comment them. Try to, look into them if we can. But nonetheless, today what we're going to do is we're going to create a league of all the original 6 teams, and only the original 6 teams. What would happen in the NHL if there was only the original 6 teams still today in the NHL? Round robin off, number of games 82. That looks fantastic. Standings formats. I haven't really checked into any of this. NHL standings, season tie break 3-on-3, tie, then shootout. That's great. It's normal. Everything should be fine here. Position, playoff, qualification type league. Playoff seeding off. Wildcard teams that make things that qualify for. Is that how it worked back in the day? 4 teams going to qualify. All right. That looks good. NHL playoff format. 2 home, 2 road. Yeah, I like that. That's perfect. There's only 2 rounds. That's why we only have 2 options. AHL don't really care. AHL schedule also don't really care. NHL standings format. AHL standings format. Sorry, can't read. That's perfect. Looks good. AHL perfect. AHL perfect. We are ready to go. Is it A to advance? It is. Okay, so we got that put together here. We're going to name our league, of course, one of the most common names you can think of, GGFD. And we're going to go ahead and use substitute team. Let's see if they give is it the basic? Is that what they're going to give us here? Yeah, they're going to give us the original 6. So we're good. They're going to give us the Blackhawks, the Red Wings. It's like they knew what it was going to do. The Canadiens, the Rangers, the Leafs, and the Bruins. I think we're going to take, let's take a team that I think is going to make playoffs. Let's take Detroit. Just kidding. Let's take Toronto. Sorry, Detroit. Hey, you know what? Detroit might be all right. They are an 89 overall. They got a solid team. This is an interesting one because really, you got Boston, the Rangers, the Leafs, your powerhouses, and you'll wonder which team of the Blackhawks, the Canadiens, the Red Wings are going to come out here. We're going to turn this on. We're going to turn pretty much everything off. There's no reason to have any of this on. We're just doing a quick franchise here. And you know what else I want to see? I want to see how the sim works. Now, last year, that's custom league settings. Last year, we still had the Xbox One. I was holding off because I was like, you know what? If we wait long enough, eventually they're going to drop the price of this. Maybe, or at least they'll be released. It was hard to find them. I remember that was a difficult thing there for a while as well. There wasn't a Microsoft store. I think that's where we got ours. But it was difficult there. Shout out to the good old buddy there. He's like, yeah, I found your Xbox for you. I was like, all right, I'll buy it. It's on Microsoft. We out there for it. But nonetheless, we got that taken care of. I think the other thing with me, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, there wasn't like a big difference in the new consoles, so I didn't really see a reason to buy it. But I thought I'd turn the caliper off. Now we leave it on. But since we had, you want to play with your friends and stuff like that, that was important. It's like, all right, we'll get the new console and do it. So we'll see what this does do. I am excited, though, about loading screens. I love quicker loading screens. So that's kind of what I wanted to see here with these, the sim right here. Because franchise mode's been always notorious for being a little bit slower. So we'll see what we get out of this. Hopefully it speeds things up. And the franchise mode experience, which is a really good experience. There's a lot of stuff you can do in franchise mode. There's a lot of depth. But one of the things is with the slower sims, hopefully it spicing things up a little bit. Boston, you got Marchand, Bergeron passing that call. Krejci's their top 6, not too bad there. Lindholm, McAvoy, the top line. Chicago, this is like, see, McCabe, Seth Jones. Seth Jones still the 86. Didn't have the hottest of years, but he can bounce back. He's a talented player, and he's only, 27? He's 20. That's not the right guy. I thought he's 27. That's about right. Domi's up there on that top unit with Patrick Kane. Jonathan Toews, EA's putting him on the second unit there. We'll see what they do. Lucas Reichel. See if the young man can come out there and pop off for the Red Wings. You have Perron, Larkin, Raymond topping the Detroit Red Wings. Again, a team with a lot of potential. Whole lot of potential. I forgot they brought Perron over there as well. Perron, they got some depth. This team might be in. This team might make some noise in playoffs. You got the young stud and Moritz Seider. Oh, they're going to be all right. How's the goaltending look over there, though? Husso. That's right. They have Husso as well. I like Detroit. Detroit's starting to turn things around here and up and coming. Brodin, Suzuki, Caulfield, Dadonov, Kirby Dack. Kirby Dack is 21. See what he does for the Montreal Canadiens. I think he'll be all right. Matheson and Savard for the Canadiens. Then we're going to go to the New York Rangers. We have Kayonjay Miller. Adam Fox, speaking of up-and-coming young defensemen that have been playing stellar. Zibanejad, Kreider, and Panarin. Good luck stopping that top unit. If you can, you got to deal with Lafreniere, the former first overall pick. Kako, speaking of first-round picks. Was he second pick? Second. Make sure we get that right. Trocheck. We'll see what the Rangers can do. Nonetheless, let's do this. Let's start the sim on off, see what we can get going here. The Toronto Maple Leafs, according to this game, you've seen that right, are sellers. Did we look at the Maple Leafs team? Am I missing something here? Oh, they got +5 on a first. Good luck stopping a Maple. They got +5 with Nylander, Matthews, and Marner. Hang on a second. Quick look. We're all new still to this. Playmaker, sniper, playmaker. They're changing things up. The scheme is changed up drastically. We're going to see, I'm guessing, some abilities make a difference because none of these guys have a really high line chemistry. We have 2 playmakers and a sniper, and you got a +5 out of it. That's going to be fun this year to tinker with because clearly it changed the way line chemistries work. It was a very long time there for like playmaker, sniper, 2-way playmaker, sniper, power forward, and you needed to see them have the scheme fit. But again, clearly none of these guys really have a drastic change. Their scheme fit's all kind of the same there. That's cool though. I like that. I like the ability that it's a little bit easier to +5 some of these lines. Get the chemistry going. Let's go and jump into it though. Toronto, you are sellers. Let's not forget about that. EA does not think you're making playoffs this year. This is crazy. I wasn't even thinking about the schedule. You have 6 teams, so you're playing the same 5 teams all season. Like, look how many times you play each other. You're definitely going to get the cream of the crop at the top here. There isn't no slack-off schedule for one guy or one team and then not the other. The Maple Leafs stuff. Oh, look at this, Sam! Look how fast this is going! Oh, I'm pumped! Look at that! I ain't even going to have time to breathe! Oh, I like this. Yeah, I like this. Look at this bad boy. This is faster than season mode last year. Oh, I'm impressed. You know, I don't know if too many people get impressed by staring at a video game menu, but I am very impressed right now. I can't express how hyped I am about this. I love this. This is awesome. I love for many reasons. One, because it takes so long, but I love doing like, let's see how quickly we can get through like 10, 15 years. And if you're waiting on the sim, that's the longest part sometimes. Like, this is great. This is great. I should have got the clock out. I bet this takes like 2 minutes maximum. It used to take, we had a time, it used to take 13 minutes. If you want to sim an entire season, it was 13 minutes. That had to take like 2. That was incredible. Hats off to the guys at EA and at Microsoft for giving us a product that just loads these franchises. That was nice. Just popped the pop-ups up. Besides, that was good to go. I am for it. Austin Matthews led all Toronto Maple Leafs, 84 points, 48 Genos, 81 points out of Marner, and then Nylander, that top unit that again was +5, 73, 81, 84. We might have to turn scoring up. We'll see how EA adjusted the scoring this year. It's become more common with some of the rules, some of the face-off rules, or whatever in the NHL where there's goal scoring, the points, it's up. So we'll see if there's a little adjustment in that this year, or we're going to have to tinker with that to get more realistic point totals in today's hockey. Let's take a look at the entire league. 86 points, Patrick Kane. -11 now. Not bad. Pasternak, 83, +29. Gotta say the Boston Bruins had a pretty good season. And Pasternak, Marchand, and the fellas are +26 and +29. Larkin, a positive player, 82 points. We'll see what happens there. -29 out of Nick Suzuki. It was not pretty for the Montreal Canadiens this season. I think that is safe to say. Adam Fox, 60 points, 22 +22 there. Pretty solid season for Adam Fox. You have Samsonov, 914 save percentage, 2.62 goals against average. Shosturkin, 2.57 by 916. Swayman, that's my fantasy goalie right there, holding it down, 920. I got Swayman right. I was just hang on a second. Let me look at this. I don't know if my fantasy team's looking too hot right now. I'm pretty sure. I just realized I have Freddie Anderson and the guy that's splitting time. Yeah, that's what's going on here. I got Freddie Anderson, a guy that's splitting time, and Freddie Anderson's backup. That'll work though. I think that's a good strategy. I don't want to say it's a great strategy, but it's still going to win games. I think that'll work out, though. You got 2 teams that play some great defensive hockey. You're going to win a lot of games. And it's head-to-head categories, so the goals against average and stuff like that's going to be really important. And if you got 2 guys that are going to keep the goals against average down, you got teams that are winning games, I think it'll be all right. We'll see how it goes. I'm optimistic about the fantasy team this season. We'll see what happens. Nonetheless, we're going to take a look at the standings. Forgot what we was doing there. Got a little distracted. Who do we got? Patty Kane. Sebastian Aho. I think the team will be all right. We'll see what happens. Toronto Maple Leafs, 115 points. Best team in the league. The Boston Bruins are behind them. The Detroit Red Wings did outdo the New York Rangers. I was wondering. They had a team. Rangers got a team too, but not a good enough one. Chicago just got stomped by everybody by the looks of it. 55 points. They was 30 points, 34 points out of a playoff spot. Far and away the worst team in the league. Sorry, Chicago, you got them next time. 3.45 goals against for the team that was sellers going into the season in the Toronto Maple Leafs. 2.79 goals against average. Pretty solid there for those fellers. Best defense looks like it was indeed the Boston Bruins. 2.68 goals against average. We'll see what happens. Heading into playoffs, Bruins Maple Leafs? I ain't gonna have enough time to talk this got sim up so quickly. I'm ecstatic. That was the game has been out, and I think that's the big thing that's pumped me up the most right now. Oh, Toronto. It doesn't matter. EA understands. See, they're getting better too, right? Or getting more realistic. They understand Toronto doesn't beat the Bruins. Good for EA. They just put that into the coding. Oh, just kidding. Toronto bouncing back. Had to talk about him a little bit. Got the blood boiling. Toronto down 0-2 now, up 3-2 in the series against the Boston Bruins. And they're going to end the Bruins. They're going to play the Detroit Red Wings in the Stanley Cup Finals. They're going to lose games 1 and game 2 to the Detroit Red Wings. But hey, Toronto did this last time against the Boston Bruins, and it ended up pretty well for them. They're going to get 2 goals in period number 1. Tavares in period number 2. Rocking that longer hair these days is John Tavares. 3-1, 4-1. Got the insurance goal with TJ Brody. Looking pretty good for the Toronto Maple Leafs. If they could kill off that power play, they didn't. The Red Wings are going to give up a goal. They're going to answer right back, make it 5-2. Make sure you're keeping your foot on the throttle, and Toronto is doing just that in the third. They've got to win this game. They cannot open the door for the Red Wings and go down 0-3 in the series, and they will not. The Detroit Red Wings will drop game 3 at home. Toronto stealing a massive one. All the momentum in the Detroit Red Wings' favor when you take 2 and you steal them. Playing in a tough place to play like Toronto, and they go back home thinking, all right, we just need to win 1. We win 1, that's a good start. Detroit, Ernie with the goal. Marner with the goal. Here we go, period 2. Detroit is pulling away on Samsonov, Suter, Larkin, and Verana, and once again, Detroit is all over them. Clifford with the goal early for Toronto. They needed that massive goal to start the third period, down 3. Detroit going to answer right back. We've seen that so far in this series. One team starts to get back in it, and the team with the lead just answers. Answers the bell as you need to do if you want to win a championship. Detroit is all over the Toronto Maple Leafs after 3 games. Detroit looks like it wants to reign supreme in the name of the 6 original teams in the NHL. Which one the best is? Detroit. Heading into game number 5 with a chance to win in Toronto. Fabralicious with the goal. Raymond with the goal. Adubel is having a season. Or a postseason, I should say. Verano with the goal. It is 3-1. Detroit. Heading into the third period. Toronto needs to find an answer. And they need to find one quickly. There's the power play. There's the answer. Toronto right back in this game. Liljegren with the goal. They need another one. Power play again. Gonna come up empty-handed on this one. Big save there by Nedovic. And the Detroit Red Wings answer right back with a couple of them. The Detroit Red Wings. What a story. Coming out of the cellar, turning this franchise around these past couple years, turning themselves into the best of the original 6 teams in the NHL. Take a look at the awards. The Art Ross went to Connor McDavid. No. Ain't it? But what happened here? Do we not sim far enough? How far we got to sim to get some trophies? Do they not do trophies in custom leagues? Oh, it says it right there. Okay, Detroit Red Wings win it. All right, there we go. Oh, yeah. What did I win? Rare achievement. I have a coach win the Jack Adams Trophy. Oh, for Toronto. I was going to say, we didn't win the Stanley Cup. Why do we get an award for that? All right, so spoiler. Toronto won the Coach of the Year. We'll take a look at some awards now real quick. There's the Detroit Red Wings. Patrick Kane with the Art Ross. The Hart went to David Pasternak. Adam Fox with the Norris, as expected that season. He had Lady Bing. What a nice guy, Kaner. Kratzov with the Calder Memorial. Is he really a rookie? That'll be a good season. That'll be fun to see. Look at that hair. Oh, I'm jealous of that hair game. Yeah, I want some of that. I don't think I pulled it off, but it really looks cool. I like it. I'm a big fan. Conn Smythe, Jacob Verana. You got Samsonov with the Vezina. Olmark with the Williams Jennings, the Masterton with the Charlotte, Leach with the Jack Adams, and the Franklin J went to Patrice Bergeron. I was just looking at this earlier. You know, Bergeron's never had a season in his entire career where he was negative in the faceoff circle. That's ridiculous. It's such a learning experience for guys entering the league. That guy was never negative. That's impressive. God, that's crazy. Good for Patrice Bergeron. Always was good at it. He just got better at his craft as the years went by, but good for him. That was impressive, I thought. Nonetheless, that's going to wrap things up for this video. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, you'd like to see another one, I'd appreciate you consider liking the video, subscribing. You never have to, though. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.